All right, let's talk about how the surgery went yesterday. So, yesterday I went in for meniscus surgery. It's a day surgery. The doctor operated with what's called an arthroscope. So they opened up my knee, placed the arthroscope in, camera and tools. And where I'd torn my meniscus, which is quite badly torn, he showed me the pictures after the surgery. He repaired, well, he didn't repair it, he trimmed off all the bad parts of the meniscus. So he's made it perfect again. I mean, yes, it's been reduced, but it's all smooth. There's no loose parts of it. It all looks really, really good. So what does this mean in practice for me? Why has this been such a big issue? Well, a torn meniscus spells trouble, big trouble. I've been limping around for about 1.5 years, unable to run, unable to walk much of a distance at all, unable to drive much of a distance at all. It's been terrible. It really has been terrible. It's affected my mindset. It's affected my peace of mind. It's affected my health because I haven't been able to exercise. It's affected my Thailand plans. Everything's been affected. Now, I've used the time very effectively to do other things. Helping family, getting all my paperwork in order for my expat journey, all that sort of stuff, which has taken a lot of time and effort. Putting in another power wall, surely getting the first power wall fixed, putting in 2 massive water tanks, and on it goes, right? But the surgery was fantastic. Like I turned up at the hospital, private hospital in Windsor, 6:30 in the morning yesterday, and really nice facility. And signed some paperwork, paid the hospital fee. They admitted me into the hospital, and then I sat around for a while. Then they asked me to put my hospital gown on, and then asked me to lie down. And then a couple of orderlies came in, and they more forms to sign. Then they started wheeling me into the operating room, into theatre, and the anaesthetist said, all right, just start breathing this in. After one breath, that was it. Bang, I was out. Next minute, I know I'm waking up, and a nurse is offering me an icy pole. Like, yes, thank you. I noticed something interesting. The drugs that they had me on, the anesthesiologist, I questioned this guy beforehand. I said, all right, I've had surgery before. Am I going to wake up with a very sore throat? He's like, no. Great. So, are you going to be giving me opiates? I don't like opiates. He goes, oh look, we have to give you a small dose of opiates. I'm like, all right. But when I woke up, what I noticed was interesting was it's like I had no rational mind again. So I'm like, all right, they're giving me opiates. I couldn't stop talking. I'm talking to the nurses, I'm talking to this person, I'm talking to that person. I'm like, after 10 minutes down, suddenly I'm like, my rational mind started coming back, and I'm like, why am I talking so much to these people? I don't even know these people. It's a known thing after surgery, apparently. So it went well, and right now I'm driving and I do not have any pain. And this is amazing because there are people that I want to go and see who are located in other states of Australia, and my friend Steve has offered to take me in his truck because he drives across the Nullarbor, and I should be able to do that very, very soon because I've got no pain. Whereas before I couldn't sit in a car, I couldn't drive a car for a long period of time. All that sort of stuff was out. I could not do it. The pain was just horrendous, right? So yeah, the plan for the next 6 to 9 months is to stay here in Melbourne, get as fit as I possibly can, right? Go through all this rehab with my knee, Yes, I'm up walking again, but there's a lot of stuff that I've got to do. I've got to return to running. I've got to return to lifting. I've got to return to swimming, running long distances, sprinting up a hill, beating Danny Hawksworth at his running game, right? Things like this. This is what I have to do to get fully fit and healthy so that I can get back on a plane again. So I've got to lose a lot of weight. The weigh-in came in heavier than what I expected, so I've got a lot of work to do. But that's okay, because I've got the time, most importantly, I've got the knowledge on how to do this. And of course, the problem has been fixed with my knee. So, this, which is everything, right? Without having a functional knee, it's over. It's over, right? For anything fitness related, okay? It's just over. So, and because it affects your entire life, a lot of other things are over as well. So that's where we're at. And I can see how people get themselves addicted to opiates, right? I woke up from this surgery and I'm like, oh, what the hell are these quacks giving me? What are they giving me here? I'm looking around, I'm like, oh. It's like, oh, Jesus. Things look different. I perceive things differently. Like, look at that icy pole, it looks great. That's the first icy pole I've eaten in a long time. Waking up from surgery and the nurse is offering me an icy pole. I'm just yammering away. It was really weird. It was almost like things were in like a cloud-like sequence, like you see on video, a dream-like sequence. That's what it was. That's what it was like waking up. Of course, it didn't last that long. And then today, I guess I'm suffering from the withdrawals from those drugs they gave me, because I slept poorly, which I was kind of expecting. It's always the way. The first night after a surgery that day, so sleep should be back on track within the next day or so. I can feel my body going through withdrawals. Like those drugs they give you, like they're real feel-good chemicals, right? After surgery yesterday, I felt great. So today, I'm not feeling that great, but but my knee is feeling pretty damn good, right? Yeah, there's some residual pain, but I can tell the work that he's done was spot on, right? Just spot on. And I'm glad that he gave me that picture of the surgery. So actually, picture on screen now. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through this picture. You can see, so that's my right knee. That's the meniscus, and you can see how it's torn in the photos. Now, if you look at the bottom photo, okay, right down the bottom, you can see the meniscus there. Looks perfect. There's no torn fragments. There's nothing loose there. It's perfect, right? It's been trimmed back, but he did a magnificent job in the trimming, right? So that surgeon that I had, that guy's a magician. I shook his hand after he came and visited me when I was recovering, and I'm like, wow, this is beautiful work. Beautiful work, doctor, right? Because of course I've been studying this surgery for months now. I've been watching all the surgery videos online. I know exactly what happens, how long it takes, right? I was in the operating room for about 45 minutes. The actual repair job doesn't take that long at all. 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, something like that. So not long to do the actual repair. A lot of the work is just getting ready for the surgery, getting into the operating theatre, all that sort of stuff, and then the surgeon just prepping for the work. But the actual trimming out of the meniscus and fixing the problem doesn't take all that long at all. But you can see from the photos that my meniscus was pretty badly torn, right? And of course, to find out about that, I had to go to my doctor here. See, the reason this took so long is because I didn't go and get an MRI and an X-ray straight away, which I should have done next time. You know, I had the pain in the knee, and I'm like, I'll be okay. You know, my knee's hurt, I'll recover. But when I didn't recover, I'm like, you know, then I started doing exercises on the knee, specific rehab exercises, stuff like that, and I still didn't recover. But all right, I better go off and get an MRI and an X-ray. And then that was where the diagnosis was made, and you know, the referral to the Melbourne Orthopaedic Group, MOG they're called. They do all the track and field stars, all the Olympic stars, football players, all those types of, you know, they do athletes, right? So just magnificent. The whole experience, start to finish. The staff there are just amazing. Same with the hospital. I see why people recommend, you know, private rather than public hospital. I'm glad I took my surgeon's advice. I asked him, I said, look, just tell me, doctor, should I go private or public? And he said, look, go private. Yes, in your self-interest, but go private. Glad I listened to him. Glad I put my trust in him. Yeah, just got fully recovered now from everything. Right.